It's not a normal world, it's Taskmaster world. Welcome back to my bedroom. Today we're filming in here again so we can have varied thumbnails like this. Or like this. Or like this. Or like this. Which is what we're probably going to stick with. So today we shall be reviewing Taskmaster Series 13, Episode 4. We will be talking about Taskmaster Quebec next week. In a video we're going to be filming this week, so because I'm on half term. So let's start off with has this series been very good so far? Well, we're only 7 episodes in, and I'll give it a thumbs up. It has been a fantastic series so far. Favourite contestant from this series is Ardlan, A-R-D-A-L, and Judy Love, because I liked Judy Love before, but this series has made me like her more, and she's more hilarious and she's more wacky. So the prize task was to bring in the nicest thing to put on your finger. Ardlan brought in a finger puppet called Dr. Jerry. I do think that's really funny, and that's something that Dougal would do if Father Ted, if he was on Taskmaster playing Dougal Maguire. So Father Ted, if you don't know, was a 90s sitcom based around a priest house in Craggy Island, which I think is a fictional place in Ireland. I'm not 100% sure. So we had Bridget Christie with Fart Putty, and it's putty, I think, is an American like goop thing. It's like slime, I think, or whatever that thing was. It's where you would like tap onto it, tap in it, and obviously you would find the goop, and every time it did, it made a fart noise, like a and it was rather interesting. And she mentioned a whole bit about some inappropriate to go along with that. So I shall not be mentioning the inappropriate stuff because we're on the family friendly Taskmaster World YouTube channel, which is why we don't say anything inappropriate. And then we had Chris Ramsey with a finger monster. Now, hands up, who remembers finger monsters? Those little like silicone. I'm gonna say silicone, but it might not be correct. It's like a mini plastery thing, and you had it on. It had eyes, a mouth, and then some hands, and you used to go, "Hello, Mr. Monster. Hello, Tom. How are you? I'm alright. Oh, I'm alright as well. No, you're not alright. Oh, I am." You used to play with them for hours. Endless fun, shall we say. So far, so good. Chris Ramsey is obviously the winner so far, because I remember Finger Monsters. I don't know when they came out, because I don't know the date of when toys released more than I know more about TV, film, and radio and that type of stuff, Doctor Who and that. So I don't know when these Finger Monsters came out, probably in the 90s. I don't think Chris Ramsey to me looks 30 now, even though he did seem like one of the youngsters, but he's no longer one of the youngsters. So I'm assuming it came out within the 90s, but it was still around when I wanted it. Judy Love's item really made me laugh this week, because if you don't know, John Richardson married his wife Lucy Richardson, who I think she's called Lucy Richardson when she's not filming or not doing anything career-wise, because her career name is Lucy Bowman. And what I mean is that David Tennant's real name is David MacDonald, but there was another actor called David MacDonald, so he became David Tennant. So it's that type of situation. And so with that, she made a book called Drinking Custard, because when she was pregnant with her child, and so her book was called Drinking Custard. And now, I thought that was really funny, and then Judy Love brought in the warm custard. So I generally thought that was generally quite hilarious. Now I might, so if you saw a cut there, because I'm still debating whether to use a cut or not, I do apologise. And then Bridget Christie brought in, not Bridget Christie, Sophie Duker brought in a puppet of herself. Really well made, like a Jim Henson style. Now, we move on to task number 1, show off. Ardlow juggled bricks and then balanced and act like Chris Ramsey. Chris Ramsey went first. He balanced a stick, ladders, and a bunch of other items off his chin, like acrobats. Ardlow copied technically, but was juggling bricks, which didn't look heavy. Bridget Christie's quote of the week was "gun?" ? And then was juggling, trying to throw balls into buckets, sponges more than balls, but didn't manage to get them in. Judy Love started talking to Whistler about things. She said she could send emails. She's in a mum's WhatsApp group. She's a loose woman from the TV show Loose Women. Sophie Duker acted and hold your breath underwater. That is called it's a skill where you can hold your breath underwater, and it's like a magic thing, escapism or something. I don't know. And so she did that, and that was really impressive. She had the best one there. We move on to task number 2 now. Task number 2. So task number 2, which was a team task, deliver a cocktail to Greg. In the Taskmaster house, in the front garden, there is a statue of Greg sat, posing, ready to receive this cocktail. So team 1, which is Ardlow and Chris, they were calm and did the task well. Ardlow stuck it with... Oh yeah. I'm reading that off wrongly. So, they needed a cocktail shaker. And he thought it'd be really funny if he put the bucket with all the stuff in it onto his bum so you can shake. Obviously, that didn't work entirely to plan. And then we go on to task number 3. Oh no, then we go to team 2. Bridget, Judy and Sophie. Judy ate things and Sophie screamed, but seemed to work well in the end. Yeah. There's not much you can say with a team task, because I do think the teams this series work really well together. The team this series work really well together. Task number 3. Make the most edible and beautiful sculpture. Part 2. Eat it. 2-part task. Let's see how they all got on. Ardlow Bolanera, I don't know if I've misspelled that or what, and he had the harder job because it was just mash and raw egg. Yes, he had to eat mash and raw egg. It was a ballerina. He made a ballerina out of tofu. That's it. Bridget Christie, baby and milk. So what she did was she made some babies out of like a mash type thing and got some milk on the outside and did some other inappropriate thing that we can't mention on this channel. I did not want to eat it. Chris Ramsey made the planets. Part 2, panicked and ate it very fast. He did. Judy Love, what she called the Tower of Love. She went straight in and was the fastest because it was small. Yes, it was those mini chocolate fingers she made out of it, and she ate it. It was very fast. And then we have, let me remember. There we go. And then Sophie Duker did something inappropriate and ended up eating it very slowly. The series scores so far: Ardlow and Bridget are both on 16 points. Chris is on 18, Judy is on 21, and Sophie Duker is in the lead with 23. So, will Sophie Duker win the series? Most probably. But could Chris do something in the next 3 episodes and win the series? Only time will tell. 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 The live task. Build a tall toilet roll tower, then throw a shoe at it. They all did it at once in the studio, and I think this series had really good live tasks. They had to tell the audience to cheer, yeah. That was the only problem with this episode. The audience weren't cheering at the live tasks like they usually do. I don't know why. Sophie managed to knock down Chris's tower very well to get revenge for Chris's poor attempt at knocking down hers. Yeah. So Chris had the tallest tower. Chris had to throw his tower at Sophie's, but he didn't do very well. Sophie then hit it at Chris's game. Chris came second. Judy almost won the episode, but didn't in the end. There you go. So, the episode winner was Sophie Duker! Well done, Sophie Duker. Was probably going to win the series. Who knows? So, thank you guys for watching this review. I will be upgrading my reviews to make them better, more incisive, and make more notes less confusing for myself. Thank you guys for watching. Time on, time out. Oh, thank you guys for watching. Remember, keep tasking. Bye!
Hello everyone, please subscribe to Taskmaster World.